Hello and welcome to the Recovery Oracle. My name is Veda and I am pleased to have you in this space with me. I am speaking to the phoenix, the dragon, the eagle, the wolf, the lion, the tiger, the light worker, the star seed, the chosen ones. If any of those names resonate with you, know that you are in the right place at the right time, and I am here to bring you a message of empowerment, of compassion, of love, of encouragement. You may be currently going through some major energetic purging right now. You may be going through some major deep emotional resets, reviewing some deep emotions, some deeply ingrained beliefs about yourself. You may be just uncovering some spiritual gifts such as healing, clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, all of the clairs, healing modalities, psychic gifts, intuition. You may be experiencing symptoms of ascension right now, headaches, fatigue, confusion. You may be feeling hot in your spine and feeling that Kundalini energy rising up. This is the time we are in, and between now and February, we are having, and I have full body goosebumps. I have a lot of spiritual energy here with me now. I called it in. Between now and February, we're experiencing the biggest mass spiritual awakening that humanity has ever experienced or seen. A lot of those who have been spiritually sleeping for a very long time, for many lifetimes, are waking up. A lot of us who have come up from very contrasting backgrounds are now starting to see why. And the reason why is because we're meant to guide others, be a lighthouse, lead, heal, teach in some way. Our souls chose to come here at this time to experience the contrast, to experience the lowest of low vibrations on this planet, so that when the highest, most beautiful joy, harmony, love, abundance, prosperity, and success comes in, we can truly experience heaven on earth to the fullest and love it and cherish it and appreciate it and realize just how sacred life is. I want to remind you that if you are breathing, if your heart is beating, that you have a very special purpose here, that God does not make mistakes, that you are perfection and you are designed to be just as you are, because your gift is something unique and you have something special to offer to the world. And you are the only you that can do what you are meant to do and what you came here to do. You may be asking yourself, what did I come here to do? And trying to figure that out at this time. And it seems that with the half the planets in retrograde right now, and this grand water trine happening, that it's the more you reach for answers, the further they seem to elude you. This is a time of surrender and trust. And you may be sick of hearing that. Your body may be ready to go. You may be ready to jump into your role, not even knowing what it is. Or you may just be up in the air about everything and ready to give up. It's not a time to give up. It's a time to hand it over. It's a time to rest. It's a time to reset your nervous system from being in fight or flight and survival mode all of your life. It's a time to detox our bodies of all the shit that we put in it for so long. If you are here, you most likely are in recovery, recovering from substance abuse, alcoholism, addiction of some sort. And while I call myself the Recovery Oracle, many of you know that I am here to help you overcome addiction in this lifetime, to assist you and empower you and mirror to you what you need to know, where you're at this time in your life, and give you a little boost of encouragement, compassion, and love to help you on your way. Thank you for being here. All right, so playing with my rocks here, I have labradorite and chevron amethyst. It's quartz and amethyst, both for intuition. Speaking of intuition, in the past few days, my third eye, I notice I'm not having to sit and get into a zone to receive intuitive guidance like I did before. The answers are coming very quickly. This could be because I'm developing self-trust within myself, and I'm understanding that these answers coming in quickly, if they are of love, if they are of compassion, and if they aren't pushy, then I know that it is my higher self, that it is source consciousness, that it is guides, angels that are guiding me. These messages are often just a few words, right? Don't eat that, or time to go, or time to rest. It's very simple, and it's always from a place of love and encouragement for where I'm at. It's never pushy, it's never judgmental. So you could be experiencing an increase in your intuition, and with all of this water energy and the planetary action that's going on right now, we are being kind of pushed into that is our new guidance system. It's always been there, but it's being uncovered at this time globally. So you may be having to trust what you can't see yet. Trust that the path ahead is there, and you're being divinely guided one step at a time, kind of through the dark. There's a lot of unknowns. Trust what your body is telling you when you need to rest, what you need to eat. Exercise is imperative for moving those energies around at this time and getting that energetic flow through your body, especially with all the Kundalini action happening. That is a lot of energy stored at the base of our spine, and as that rises, movement helps clear that path and work that energy up through our spine, up into and out our crown chakra, and it brings higher states of awareness. It brings an increase in your energetic field and your frequency. And therefore, when you have a higher frequency, your words, your thoughts are like powered up. You're a magician, you're a mystic, you're a mage. Your words have power, right? Your words have always had power, but as you increase your frequency and your energy and your vibration, you're going to find that your manifestations are coming through a lot quicker. And of course, all in good timing, all in divine timing. And remember with your manifestations that while you may want something, it has to be for the highest and greatest good of all involved. So trust the timing of these things. If you have been waiting on something, realize that all the parties involved, that all of the divine threads woven in this tapestry of what you want have to come together when it's greatest and highest for everybody involved. So, all right, let's get into some cards. I don't know what's going to come through. I know that I needed to bring through some empowerment, some encouragement, some love. See me, please, from the point of view of a sister, of a friend, of a nurturing, caring, compassionate mirror reflection of you. And I hope to bring through, we'll see what angels and guides want to bring through to us at this time. Thank you for being here. I know I took some time off. I might explain a little bit of that at the end. It's pretty exciting stuff, but I hope I didn't leave you all hanging for too long, and I apologize I've been gone for so long. Thank you for being here. All right, angels and guides, there we go. here and now. Okay, we have here and now, right? Presence and building blocks. Anything else? Okay, that's the message. That's the message. Okay. And on the bottom we have peace. Okay, so on the bottom we have peace, right? Peace is very important right now. Quiet time to yourself, meditation, reduce the noise in your life. If that's the noise of the TV playing in the background, please don't let it be the news. The news is not going to show you any of the beautiful miracles happening in the world. They only want to suck you in with the sadness. So, and the more energy you give to that, you're feeding it and you're giving it power. Realize the sacredness of your energy. It's all we have that we actually come into this world with and leave with. Think about that. Even our physical body goes back to the earth. Our energy is our currency, and we only get so much of it. And whatever we give it to, we feed. So don't feed the fear, but creating peace in our life at this time is very important. And dropping out of the mind space and down into the heart, and giving yourself time in meditation, time on walks, time grounding in nature. Peace, peace, peace is very, very, very much. The world is getting noisy. And then with that, so notice the egg and the potential, right? Eggs represent potential. And then we have the egg here with here and now. This is about being present, being in the current moment, not while you may be thinking about manifestations for your future. Have that manifestation, do a meditation, think about what you want, create your vision board, and then get back to the present moment and live from the space of that manifestation already being. Act as if. But being here and now in this present moment is where we keep our power, being focused in the here and now. We're not giving our power to the past. We're not giving our power to the future. We are harnessing it and condensing it right here and right now. And as our vibration goes up, I learned some things last weekend at a workshop about energetic hygiene, right? Some of us want to shine our light bright, right? So yes, shine your light bright. But make sure you know the difference between the light in your heart and your auric field. When your auric field is large and huge, it dissipates and it's scattered and it's weak. If you think about it, all you have to do is set the intention, pull it in. Pull it in. You have more power from that space. You have more condensed, concentrated power to manifest, to make things happen in your current reality, and to connect to source. So keeping that kind of condensed energetic space around you, and knowing the difference between having a large aura and having a large presence and having a large light shining from your heart. You can shine all the joy and radiance from your heart space, but keep your energetic space close to you. So it's not dissipated, so it's strong. That's where your power is. Your power is in the here and now. And then we have building blocks, right? So this is the building blocks of this new paradigm we're going into, this 5D. The earth is ascending in consciousness. We are ascending in consciousness. We are receiving massive geomagnetic storms, light codes, information, and energy coming from outside our atmosphere, outer space, the sun, the stars. We're receiving a lot of new information, a lot of new energy, and from within the earth too, right? Mother Gaia is increasing in her frequency so that she can match the rest of the galaxy. So really, these are the building blocks for what we're stepping into, creating this unity, harmonious, heaven on earth, beautiful, beautiful world back to like Lemuria style, where we're all working together. We all understand the interconnectedness of everyone and everything. We all see each other through the eyes of God. We all look into each other's eyes and see God. We commune with the trees, the plants, the flowers, the animals. They are our brothers and sisters too. So these are the building blocks of this new earth, is having this peace and having this presence. This is foundational for what we're stepping into. Okay, all right. Let's see, where are we going next? Okay, angels and ancestors. Let's see, thank you so much for being here. Let's see what the angels and ancestors want us to know. I'm just winging it today. We may get into some tarot, we may not. Let's see. What else do we need to know right now? Thank you. About peace, here and now, and building blocks. Spring, see your seeds grow. So this is okay. So this could be about what's next spring. I'm hearing a lot about next spring is kind of the huge turning point. Right now we're in this like emotional caterpillar soup of transformation, of shedding in the year of the snake. We're going into year of the horse, which is the fire horse, which is a lot of movement and forward momentum. And a lot of things happening in the spring. So this card could have to do with the spring. This card also talks about growth and spiritual growth and growth in your world, and seeing a new way, a new path, a new beginning. The first buds of a new life are here, whether it looks like it or not. Please let me know in the comments where you are at. If you are in the emotional soup right now, wherever you are, this message has something, it's meant to find you. I set that intention strongly before I started. But maybe you are at peace. Maybe you are practicing your presence and being here and now and working on those spiritual building blocks, so that when we are aligned spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, our physical world will reflect that. So please let me know in the comments where you're at this time. What else? Sky Father. This is source conscious. This is big sky daddy energy, right? And there's the eagle. There's our eagle spirit animal. I'm talking to some eagles right now that are very, very powerful leaders that have beautiful spiritual gifts that can see things from a higher perspective. But this is all about trusting in the unknown, trusting. This is the divine masculine aspect of God, source consciousness. This is the God card. Trusting in the unknown, what you cannot see, and believing in what you cannot see, because you're seeing your seeds are growing right now, right? The rabbit is also a symbol of luck, of fertility, of abundance, of play, of joy. Spring, if you think about the spring and the cherry blossom trees, all the trees blooming, the flowers blooming, the tulips, the daffodils, it's fertile. It's fertile. So right now you are kind of in this internal spring. You are fertile, and you may be seeing the first blossoms of things kind of coming into fruition. Trusting in what we cannot see right now is very imperative, because there's a lot going on that we can't see, and we literally have like this is the God card of the deck, showing up, the Father aspect of God showing up to make it known. You also may be repairing some things at this time with your relationships with your Father. You may be a father and feel the pressure of parenthood, feel the joy of parenthood, and just trying to be, a good parent at this time for a child in this world. And know that if you're seeing and finding this message right now, that you're doing it. There's no instruction manual. Everybody's going to do things differently. And as long as you are, acting from a place of love and encouragement and compassion, you are doing it right. You're doing it right. So, A lot of us did not have the best parents, and we are healing wounds of that at this time. There's a lot of ancestral wounding healing, a lot of clearing, karmic clearing. A lot of us came here to be the ones that cleared our family line and our bloodline. I think I may have talked about that in the last video. So then we have the shaman coming out, right? Trust in higher forces. The shaman connects with the spirit world. The shaman connects also with the animals, with the earth. The shaman takes people on healing journeys into other dimensions. Some of you may be doing dream work at this time. You may be astral projecting. You, again, healers, shamans, this is who I'm talking to. Again, it says trust in higher forces. Trust. That theme of trust has come out twice now. Owls may be relevant to you as well. You may have shamans, you may have a previous life as a shaman, you may have a shamanic background, shamanic training yourself, or shamanic ancestry. Please let me know how these are relating to you. Not a big D energy coming out here on the table, I will say that. And the stargazer says, set your sights higher, right? To the stars, right? So this is my card of our star ancestry, right? Our star families. We all, our soul clusters all came before we were of the earth, right? Souls line up to experience earth because we get this physical body that a lot of, you know, a lot of the higher dimensions don't have physical bodies. They have light bodies. Therefore, they never sleep on a bed, experience the feeling of a shower, or swimming in the ocean, or eating ice cream, you know. So setting your sights higher, stargazer, this is a sign also to me for you to look into your natal chart at this time right now. See specifically where Scorpio is in your natal chart. We just had the new moon in Scorpio. My Scorpio is in Pluto, which is its ruling planet, or Scorpio and Pluto in my second house, which is my self-worth, resources. Let's see, what else? Values, feelings, self-worth, talent, heredity, social privileges, and cultural background. I have some deep transformative shit happening right now, and it's been quite the wild ride. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful. And understanding my natal chart and looking into that has been transformative in my entire life. It will explain to you it will give you a direction towards your purpose. It will give you answers to why you're going through some of the things that you're going through. It's all there. It's all there. I'm sorry, my dog is scratching at the door. 1 second. It's not going to be a second for you. I'll be right. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I had this. Hadn't shuffled through that yet. And the rest of this. Okay. What else do we have going on? Where was I? Oh, with natal chart. Yeah, looking into your natal chart. So, looking at where your Chiron, the asteroid Chiron is the wounded healer. That can be why, like your deepest soul wound, something that you were like killed or persecuted for, that is like a very, very deep wounding, that you're here to kind of overcome. Looking at Chiron in your chart can be very beneficial. I had, my Chiron in my chart points to that I was betrayed, persecuted, murdered for doing what I'm doing right now, for communicating spirituality to some capacity, for sharing spirituality with others. So that's why this work is so important for me. Let me know if you know your Chironic wounding. Guardian angel, there we go. Thank you, angels, for being here. You are never alone, right? So while you're trusting in the unknown, trusting in higher forces, and setting your sights higher, realize that all around you, at all times, you are never alone, that you are surrounded by an entire army of angels, of ancestors, of guides, of ascended masters, of teachers, and a lot of us have new teachers coming in for this next stretch of the journey. I had a medium come tell me that the other day that was channeling, she was channeling a spiritualist orator, medium that lived in the 1800s, and her name was Emma Hardage Britain, something like that. Look up Emma, a spiritualist from the 1800s, and this is who was speaking to me through this woman, Rosemary Caldero, the other day. And she told me that I had new teachers coming in for this next stretch. She was quite excited for me, and that a lot of my dreams and wishes were coming true, were coming to fruition. She was quite excited for me, and that I had new teachers coming in. And she said, do you feel that? Do you know who's around you right now? And I said, well, I feel a lot of energy, a lot of presence, and I'm not sure who they all are. And she's like, you'll learn, and you have new ones stepping in for this next leg of your journey. So that was really cool. So know that you are never alone. So while you're trusting in the unknown and you can't see what's happening, and higher forces, and setting your sights higher, just know that setting your sights higher just is a wider scope, a bigger perspective on the whole scope of a situation, but that all around you and with you at all times, you have many, many, many benevolent beings who support you and love you and are rooting for you and are proud of you and are clapping and cheering with joy for all the generational traumas and the healing and the transforming you've done in this last year, the awareness, the wisdom that you have gained, the powers that you're discovering, the heart that you have, the resilience, the persistence, and the determination that you have. You have so much, whoa, huge ringing in my right ear and a pressure kind of up against my right side. So you have a lot of support. I want to say in this, so I moved my mural down so you're not just looking at a bunch of feet. So sorry for the foot fetish people, but I moved my mural down, and I've got this is Mercury right here, and he's pointing his wand up at the sky. He's controlling the weather with his wand. This is the coming of spring, this whole story. So that's she represents the Empress. That's Venus. This is her as a nymph being taken by Zephyr, the god of wind, is taking this goddess. He impregnates her with, and she forms into this and births spring. So again, there's spring. The story of spring is right behind me, and we have the card spring out. So that's really beautiful. Hi, baby. Well, hello. You went back here. I'm sorry, I've got stuff on the floor. Say hello to Moose, everybody. Hi. Oh, okay. Lay down, Bubba. All right. So let's see what else we've got here. So know that you are not alone. You are divinely guided, protected, surrounded at all times, and there's a lot of angelic forces coming to Earth at this time too. I heard it was like August, September. There were like more angels that were going to be walking this earth than had in thousands and thousands of years. So that can be earth angels. That can be angels from the higher realms. Yeah, so never underestimate anybody you meet. They could be an angel. You may identify as an earth angel yourself, and I would agree. And then here we have star ancestors. Okay, so here we are with, again, the stars coming out. So you star seeds here in this collective. So star ancestor says, follow the voice of your soul. Stargazer says, set your sights higher. So I'm definitely talking to some star seeds. You may identify with the Pleiades, the Arcturians, Sirius, oh, the Lyrans, right? If you have that big cat energy, if you have maybe lions, tigers, jaguars, cheetahs are your spirit animals, you may have star ancestry from Lyra. The Pleiades are also heavily involved in our ascension right now on Earth. They've been with humanity for thousands of years throughout cultures all over the world, have documented interactions with the Pleiades. That includes the Hopi Indians, Emperor of China. The Mormon Church is founded upon Joe Smith meeting with the Pleiades. So they are definitely our brothers and sisters of the stars. And that just clarifies to me that they're here with us, because I did call upon them to come into this reading, as I do with every reading. I call in my cosmic and galactic brothers and sisters always. So, okay, anything else? And the star ancestors too is realizing that so they're taking me back to our earthly incarnations. We all came from different star clusters, different planets. We've had incarnations on other planets. We have parallel lives on other planets even. The animal guardian. Okay, so trust your instincts with the animal guardian. And which spirit animal are you identifying with most heavily right now? Is it the cats? Is it the birds of prey? Is it perhaps a rabbit, a mouse? Being resourceful and, not letting anything get between you and your target. That's for somebody out there. There is also a sweet baby deer. Again, a jaguar, ravens, and crows could be significant as well. The card says, trust your instincts, right? So we're being very, very much guided, again, by our intuition. Trust what you instinctually know to be right and true for you. The entire paradigm of following structures and societal standards and norms is falling. We are meant to be guided by our own internal guidance. We all have our own unique path, and some of those paths don't fit into 9 to 5. They don't fit into the control structures that have been enforced and built over many thousands of years by people who wanted control and wanted to keep people from knowing their true power. This is a time where we are remembering our power. We are remembering our purpose, our power, what love, what unity looks like, what the shining the light of the I am source consciousness that we all are feels like. And it's beautiful. So trust your instincts, not what you hear from anybody else. And again, everything that I say in this message is not to tell you something that you don't know. It is to remind you of who you are and empower you to make your own decisions. I'm not going to tell you to do anything but step into your leadership if you feel the calling to follow your heart. That's what I'm going to tell you, is to follow your heart, to trust your internal compass, to trust your instincts, to trust your body, to do things that take care of you, that empower you. Have you looked in the mirror and told yourself you love you today? Have you ever done that? Can you? Again, with the crow, we have autumn, release the old and rest. And that is what we're doing right now, releasing the old and rest. Rest, again, is very, very important at this time. Okay, that's all from the angels and ancestors. We'll do a little bit of tarot. Let's see. And I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to have to move. Oh, hey, you guys, I got these great. Forgot about these. They only hold so many though. Let's see, maybe I can. I forgot I got these little stand things. So we have here and now, peace, and building blocks. So maybe I can, there, they only fit 3. These cards are kind of large, but if I can, excuse me. I don't edit my videos either, so you guys are just going to have to watch me kind of flail here for a minute. get this figured out in real time. Maybe I can allow you to see them. That's what I'm trying to do. Piece the building blocks and that. And then it might not work. It might not work for all of them, but we've got spring and autumn. So something coming in the spring, right? I've been hearing that a lot. I've been feeling that a lot. Big transformational changes coming in the spring. But also we have our own internal season. So this could be your own internal spring as well. Well, that doesn't work either, but okay, you guys, I tried. I'm going to get back to the reading. I apologize that you can't see all the cards, that you can't see some of them. I'll have to see if I can move those things around so you're, oh, wait a second. There you go, a little sight there, but then I don't have my line. I like to have that way clear, so. Okay. Quit fucking with the cards. Alrighty, let's see, tarot. Let's go into the tarot. I've been just living life by the seat of my pants. I have taken a little break from divinating for myself daily because I was doing a little too much micromanaging of the universe. So I haven't tapped into the tarot in a while. I'm excited to see what it brings through for the collective at this time. What our higher selves, the highest versions of us, our highest eternal soul self, that is an aspect of source consciousness, wants us to know at this time. What our guides, our angels, our ancestors want us to know at this time. I'll go ahead and do a good shuffle. Thanks for, a good shuffle. There we go. Thank you for sitting with me while I get this all sorted. Okay. Alrighty. Celtic cross spread, please. First spot representing the collective and where they are right now. Thank you. There we go. Queen of Pentacles. This is all about self-care, nurturing yourself, nurturing your home, nurturing your body. This is very, very important right now. I love that the Queen of Pentacles is the first to show up. This is the card representing you at this time. So that tells me that you guys are taking care of yourself, that you're taking care of your surroundings, of your physical reality, and taking care of that physical reality, your physical body. It is our anchor. It is our only one. It is sacred. So our self-care is the body that we get for this life. That's pretty, like, when you think about that, like, you know, God made you as you are for this lifetime, and put all the energy into creating a human being that will have a heartbeat for however many years, 80, 90, 100 years. Your heart's going to beat every day, 24 hours a day, from the time of your birth until your death. You are going to breathe. You are going to need to consume and eat and live and move for that amount of time. Realize the sacredness of this physical body and taking care of it. I love that. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, and what is complementing the Queen of Pentacles? Thank you. Oh, that's so lovely. This is either telling me that you are, or that you have the Nine of Wands complementing that. This is the chironic wounding. This is the wounded warrior. This is perseverance after a long time, a long battle, and you're still standing, you're still going. This is also a lot. This is energetically and spiritually very advanced, very evolved. It is the 9. So this can be you're at the end, or you're ending an energetic struggle. Maybe you are ending a passion that you had previously. You are ending like some sort of energy that may not be suited or fitting for you, but you have spent a long time and you're still going. This is a card of perseverance and determination and not giving up, complementing the Queen of Pentacles. So I love this here. You're strong, you're doing it, you're getting through it, you're nurturing yourself, and you're hanging in there. This is also a lot of energy, a lot of spiritual energy. Expansive, right? So the 9, at the 9 we have it's the highest point. It's the highest point of understanding is the number 9. Wands are all about energy, passion, spirit. It's a very high understanding spiritually. Okay, and let's see what's crossing the Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands, please. Okay, that one wanted to come out and then I flicked it. All right. The Queen of Swords. So clarity, right? Seeing things clear, having clarity. This is crossing. So this could either mean that you're not so clear. You want clarity. You're craving clarity in a situation right now, or that you are beginning to see things clearly. You understand you're understanding the larger collective workings of things, and you are accepting and you are surrendering. This is also very psychic, very intuitive, and this inner knowing. The Queen of Swords also nurtures her thoughts. If you think about the queens being the divine feminine, swords being thoughts, words, communication, you are nurturing your mind right now. Again, you're nurturing your mind and you're nurturing your physical. So that's really, really beautiful. Okay, let's see where we're going with this. In the subconscious, underlying, please. I heard take it. 10 of Wands in reverse. You've dropped the burdens. So dropping the burdens, this is a card of surrender. This is carrying this large burden. It's also the completion of a cycle. It is in the reverse, though. It tells me that you have dropped the burdens in the subconscious space. Underlying, this is a card of surrender. So depending on where you're at when you're finding this reading, either take this as advice that in the subconscious you need to drop the burden, surrender, and just allow and trust, or that this is actually what's happening energetically in your subconscious mind right now. You have released, you have surrendered, you are trusting. So this reading is timeless when you find it. Being a collective reading, though, it's going to find different people at different points in their journey. So I'm not reading a timeline here for anybody. I'm just reading the energy of the card. Let's look, though, at the recent past. I can do that. So let's look at the recent past and the future. This is subconscious underlying, dropping the burdens. It's also the completion of a cycle, of a long cycle. We go from the 9 to the 10. So you're done. You're done with something. You're complete. You've completed a long time of a lot of energy into something you're done with. In the recent past. In the recent past. There we go. In the recent past, we have the 6 of Pentacles, or sorry, 6 of Cups, excuse me. So this is nostalgia. This is looking back on reflection. Also at the 6 of Cups, this is, the 6 is a number of love. The 6 is a number of restabilizing, and Cups are emotions. So restabilizing your emotions. This is also looking back. This is also maybe something that you did in the past that is supporting this reading. So take that how it resonates. Let me see. I'll be able to tell more what the 6 of Cups means when I fill in the other areas here. So let's look at what's crowning. The 6 of Cups is like love and joy. Crowning, you've got the King of Swords. So this is like mastering your mind in the crown space. This is like he's the ruler of the crown. Look at his crown chakra is boom. He's mastered his mind. He's mastered his intellect. This is communication. You may be feeling very powerful and very like thorough with your communication right now, very clear in your communication, which is really odd for this to come through this crowning when we're in Mercury retrograde, because that's something that maybe look at your Mercury placements in your chart. Mercury ruling what houses, what signs, or where your Mercury is, because you could have an advantage. Some people during Mercury retrogrades, if they're ruled by Mercury, they have an advantage in their communication. But this is mastering the mind space. This is mastering it's mental, it's intellect, it's intelligence. It's very, very practical. Interesting. What's in the near future, please? Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. He does it. This is staying slow and steady, taking your time in the physical plane. But this is also a knight. This is movement forward in the physical. The Knight of Pentacles also brings the spiritual into the physical in everything he does. And he's nurturing these seeds. He's got new seeds sprouting. He's nurturing this field of, what he wants to bring into the world. But he's taking his time. He's being very diligent. He's being very careful with what he's nurturing. And taking wise, slow, calculated steps forward. The Knight of Pentacles is very much divinely led and guided, and he's putting the Om energy, the frequency of God into the earth plane. The Knight of Pentacles is like very much a conduit connecting the earth to the divine, and I love that. Alrighty, so with the Six of Cups in the background, you could be, so Knight of Pentacles in the near future. Moving forward action, like calculated, intentional action in your physical reality. This also could be a new physical opportunity coming in, as Knights are often like, bringing something, an offer in. But it could have something to do with somebody from your past, something nostalgic, something you used to do. Scorpio, the new moon in Scorpio, and those transits happening right now, I'm hearing that a lot of people are remembering something from their past that they used to have a passion for, and they're bringing it back, and it's coming out. And it was a passion in your past, in your childhood, within you. Because every passion, desire that comes from the heart is a divine invitation to receive that. And it may be something that your soul wanted to experience and do in this lifetime that you are bringing back. You're coming back into it now. Something you loved from your childhood, something you aspired to be. You'll have to let me know how this resonates. All right. And what else does the collective need to know about themselves at this time? I'm going to put it back in. I didn't hear a strong message of take it. I'm going to grab as many of these as possible. Okay, what else do we need to know? Thank you so much if you are still here. The Five of Swords. So this is choosing peace, right? This is choosing to put down the sword. The Five of Swords can be conflict, words exchanged with another person. Some people call this card winning at all costs. I see this as the Five of Change, of a change in your mental space. Your thoughts, your outlook, your perspective is changing at this time. This is also in the Rider-Waite, right? So this kid knows that he has power over this butterfly's life. Is he going to choose to let it go? He looks kind of devious. But in the Rider-Waite deck, it's a sword fight, and a guy is dropping his swords. He's choosing not to engage in the conflict. So really choosing not to engage in the conflict right now, choosing peace, choosing presence, choosing you, choosing that self-care and that nurturing, choosing sovereignty. and knowing that you are right where you're meant to be at all times, and you don't need to explain it to anybody. You don't need to have arguments with anybody. You don't need to engage in the conflict or the drama of what's going on outside yourself. The way that we fight the gods of war is not with the weapons of war. We fight those gods of war with the weapons of love, of harmony, of shining our light, of our own self-mastery, and really embracing and embodying the Christ consciousness that we are, living from that embodied Christ consciousness, right? So the Five of Swords can be some conflict. Let's see. The environment, please. Choosing peace. Did that want to come out? Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So this is Four of Pentacles is stability. This is grounding. This is structure in the physical world. This can also be holding on and not surrendering. So maybe that trusting, the surrender, the peace, the here and now. Maybe some of you are gripping a little too tightly to the physical world right now. Maybe you're gripping too tightly to what you know. And the unknown is a bit scary. It's a bit scary to let go. This can also be a card of just stability and grounding, right? And of protection. So I want to clarify both the Five of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, why they're here. So yeah, before I pull any more cards, actually, well, let's see what comes out in the outcome. So Four of Pentacles. All right. What do we not see coming, please? The Magician. Magic. This could be a manifestation. What you don't see coming is your own magic, your own power, a manifestation coming in. What you don't see is the power you have to co-create your reality. What you don't see is all the magic that surrounds you at all times. What you don't see coming in is that you have a lot of support in the ether, in the spiritual realm, and that you are all powerful, all capable of co-creating a life with the divine and following the path that your soul chose to be here on, and that you have a lot more control over things maybe than you think you do. And you have that control by staying in your heart space, by shepherding your thoughts, and by caring for your body. Why is the Magician here and what we don't see coming? I'm excited. All right, what's the overall outcome, please? Let me know if you're still here. This is getting good. Overall outcome. Two of Pentacles, coming into balance in the physical world, right? We also have like, this is physical balance, and balancing the physical with the spiritual, balance coming into your life. This could also be working with another person in the physical. Something, it's like a dot going from a line. It's an idea coming into form, or coming. It's kind of like writing it down and watching it happen. Like writing it down to the dot, and then at the two, you're watching it happen. You're watching it take place. Balance coming in to the physical. That's going to make sense for somebody. Okay, I want to clarify this whole line. So can we please clarify why the Five of Swords is here? I'm going to use another deck. Osho Zen. Yeah. Here, actually, keep those out. Keep those out. Osho Zen. This deck can be pretty. See. 1 second here. Okay. Sorry about all the shuffling and knocking, if you can hear that from my microphone. Can we please clarify why the Five of Swords is here? Thank you. guidance. Oh, interesting. Five of Swords, divine guidance. Okay, right. Five of Swords, you're choosing peace, you're choosing non-confrontation because you're being divinely guided to, because you know it's what's right to do, right? That's why we have peace, here and now presence. The Five of Swords, you're changing, you're choosing not to fight, you're choosing not to engage, you're choosing to follow the divine guidance. Possibly this message today that you're hearing. I hope that this can save somebody from conflict if you are at a crossroads with that at this time. This is also, again, 5, it's change. It's a change in your mindset. It's a change in your communication. And you're switching to this intuitive from, looking outside yourself for guidance, for looking at what everybody else is doing, maybe for the path to follow, the way to do things. You're really trusting your internal compass right now and your internal guidance and your team. And can we clarify why the Four of Pentacles is here, please? Friendliness. Oh, this is also the Two of Cups. Okay, so Four of Pentacles, this is stability in the physical. Your environment is like stability in the physical, clarified by the Two of Cups. Interesting. So you may find stability in the physical by having somebody loving around you. You may have a new, like a loving partner or a group of friends. This is like soul. This is a card of like soul family. So this soul family relationship of yours, whether it's a partner, a friendship, a blood family, is bringing you some stability and grounding at this time. That's what that looks like to me. Okay. Can we clarify the Magician and what we don't see coming, please? Why is the Magician and what we don't see coming? Thank you. Innocence. And this is the 19. This is also... Hold on, I might get the book because this is the Osho Zen Tarot. This is Innocence. I think that this is the Sun card. It's like the happiest card in the deck. You're seeing beauty and happiness and innocence in the simple things. Hold on a second. How about the Magician? Going back to your innocence. Why is the Magician clarified by... See, these have some kind of different meanings than the original tarot. So hold on with me while I look this up, please. There it is. All right. So magic. What you don't see coming is the magic of just life, of who we are. So Zen says that if you drop knowledge, and within knowledge, everything is included. Your name, your identity, everything, because this has been given to you by others. If you drop all that has been given to you by others, you will have a totally different quality to your being, innocence. This will be a crucifixion of the persona, the personality, and there will be a resurrection of your innocence. You will become a child again, reborn. So this is major death and rebirth time, right? With Scorpio happening. And I think this is like ego death, right? Magician with Mercury. It's like you will be reborn into the power of who you truly are, into the power of who you were before all of the programming, all of the labels, you're gaining your power back. You're reclaiming your power. And your innocence, your purest form, is divine. And this is what you don't see coming. And it's bringing balance into your physical world. And everything's going to make a lot more sense. Wow. Mind blown emoji. Put it down below if you're feeling that. Wow. Your true form. We're going back to our true form. I'm claiming this reading too. What the hell? This is what's in the, this is in the astrology right now. This is in the atmosphere, in the ether, in the waves. I often claim these readings for myself. And the self-care, the perseverance, the nurturing your thoughts, mastering your mental space, moving slowly, carefully, diligently in the physical, choosing not to fight or engage, choosing to connect with people who are soul family, who are on the same vibration as you, the same light as you. It's all a recipe, a big soup of gaining our power back. Flowering. This is like Empress energy on the bottom there. Flowering, beautiful. I think this is also the Page of Pentacles in this deck. I don't know if you can see her. It's such a cool card. Fucking ring light. Sorry. Maybe you can see her without getting too close. It's a really cool card. She's sitting on a lotus. Lotuses may be significant to you, as well as the moon. Moon energy is huge in my life. All right, you guys have been with me here over an hour. We close it out with Isis, of course. Let's close it out with Isis Oracle. I don't even have this deck out. This is a beautiful deck, and this is all about reclaiming your power. Isis is one of, how many hundreds of thousands of names of the divine feminine power, creatrix, manifestor, high priestess aspect of source consciousness, a divine feminine, powerful goddess. So let's see what the fierce, powerful, divine feminine aspect of God's source consciousness that is called Isis and Mary and Sophia and many other names would like us to know right now, please. One card. One card, please. Just most important for this reading. Thank you. Man, I always feel this powerful freaking energy when I use this deck. And we have Healing the Divine Masculine. Osiris rises. Healing the Divine Masculine, the wounded masculine. So let's read about this. This is a beautiful story. Whoa. I've never even seen this card. Whoa. Okay, remember how we said we were going back to it? Past life, present power. The many spiritual faces of you. So there's that. Let's read about healing the divine masculine. Big, 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 big. This is thousands of years of wounding, right? I've got a couple markers in here of cards that I love. This deck has all these incantations and prayers in it. It's really beautiful. Okay, so this is for both, right? And we are both and. So this is for all genders, not gender specific. We both carry the divine masculine, or aspects of action, of protection, of determination, of movement in the physical world. This is our divine masculine. The shadow side of it is, control and all of that. So let's read what Isis wants us to know. I'm going to quit babbling. The divine masculine within men and women is the energy that allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding. Moose! Sorry, my dog's like chewing on his balls. Speaking of divine masculine. Excuse me. The divine masculine within men and women is the energy that allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. When the masculine within us is healthy and strong, we have an inner strength to hold ourselves safe through anything. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in his ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. The inner masculine and inner feminine need each other. When they are in good inner relationship with us, we feel like healthy, whole human beings. We are able to live as ourselves in the world in a relatively peaceful, creative, and enjoyable way. When there is damage to the inner masculine, there is difficulty in standing up for our truths, in knowing what our truths and values are, and in knowing how to protect them without feeling as though we have to fight constantly just to be allowed to be ourselves. We might also feel that unless others see things as we do, we have no power, and then we have to fight to dominate others, manipulating them to our point of view. The inner masculine part of us often needs healing so that he can fulfill his divine purpose of inner strength, protection, and honoring of the self in all its uniqueness, so that we can live as free, strong individuals that know who they are and are happy to just love and be that person, and allow others to do the same. This will happen at any time he is asked to hold even more consciousness, to hold permission and strength to be even more of the unique self. The masculine and feminine within us need to be in balance with each other. There is no point in having a powerful feminine with unique values and strong creative force without an equally strong masculine energy that is able to act upon those unique values no matter what others may think, and take action to allow the creative force of the inner feminine to flow into form in the physical world. When your inner feminine is growing and desires to express her uniqueness in the world more boldly than ever before, the inner masculine needs to grow in self-belief, self-worth, and self-confidence so that he may take action to allow the blossoming feminine to truly be in the world whilst feeling secure and safe. This oracle indicates your feminine self is blooming and your masculine needs to be able to protect and honor her. Sometimes, just as Isis looked for Osiris to help put him back together when he was torn apart by hatred, fear, and jealousy of his dark brother Set, our feminine needs to help the masculine to heal, so he in turn can help her. Your masculine consciousness can be healed and grow stronger through his relationship to the inner feminine within you. By adjusting and healing our own views of masculine energy so that our feminine is no longer willing to experience masculine energy as violent, aggressive, unfeeling, or controlling, a healing shift begins. The divine inner feminine can then choose to relate to the divine inner masculine in a different way, to hold a different vision and different beliefs of who he is, what he can do, and what his purpose might be. She might choose to experience him as a tender, protective, strong, discerning, and stabilizing energy. This is long, you guys. Sorry, one more page. I hope this is resonating. We talk a lot more about the divine feminine lately than we do really the divine masculine, so this is very important. What this looks like in our life experience is a change in how we are within ourselves and with others, and how we move and live and experience the world. We have more of a willingness to be kind to ourselves, to honor our feelings, and to not be bullied into stepping away from our truth by others or even by our own self-doubt or self-criticism. It is an inner commitment to love and honor the self and inner trust in this commitment. So when the feeling arises to try something new creatively or spiritually, for example, there is a trust that this will be respected and acted upon, and it is. When the healing of this relationship begins to occur within us, our outer relationships also change and flow into healthier expression. We begin to feel safe, protected, and strong enough to take risks and live a bold, expressive, truthful, and creative life with more energy and passion. The oracle guides you to realize that your inner masculine could benefit from some restoration and healing after being ravaged by expectations that in order to be acceptable, he should never feel anything, that he should always be dominant, and that only the most violent and aggressive alpha masculine behaviors are to be respected. If you are already working on this aspect of your own healing, you are encouraged by this oracle that it is working and to stay with your process. You are encouraged to empower your masculine energy, seeing it as tender, protective, containing, strong, and aware. You are also encouraged to continually choose to let go of behaviors that cast the masculine as a perpetrator or as dominating. Use your inner feminine courage, trust, and determination to avoid castrating the masculine by considering it weak, useless, or unnecessary. For healing to happen for both masculine and feminine, we must be prepared to let go of feelings of victimization, domination, disappointment, and dissatisfaction, and do the sometimes challenging inner work of learning to relate to masculine and feminine energy with a completely different approach. There's half a page left. This is important. This can be enough to set the healing in motion. It takes persistence, determination, patience, and application for the damaged masculine within us and outside of us to be restored to glory. But with Isis to help us, great healing miracles are made possible. Once the masculine begins to gain strength and be empowered to express itself in a less cliched and more authentic way, we gain the wisdom and power of honoring and boundaries. We learn how to respect and be respectful without losing our power or becoming servile. We learn how to serve others from a place of empowerment and peace, and we learn how to cut through manipulations and posturing in the world of relationships straight to the truth of a matter. Masculine and feminine energies can then do what they are ultimately destined to do, which is unite in love to create harmony, bliss, and the peaceful fulfillment of inner wholeness. So I'm going to reflect now back to, we had a lot of masculine energy come out, right? We had the Sky Father, though. So I've mentioned some of you may be healing relationships with your father at this time, or working as a father yourself. Again, each one of us has that. It is our drive, our motivation is the action side of us that feels safe to take actions, right? And we our entire globally is in need of mass healing in the masculine area, because at some point, what was the story? It was like there's like a story, I want to say it's like in the Odyssey or something, where these like gods come down, they give the men weapons and they give the women makeup, and they face them towards each other. And before that, there was no conflict. We all worked together and saw each other as one. So there's a lot of healing taking place in the way that we look at people separate from ourselves, that we look at people as competition, that we compare, that our guard is up unnecessarily when it doesn't need to be, when we can trust and allow and know that we are protected and safe. So just having too much of that, or issues of aggression and anger, sit with that, let it come up, let your emotions be felt and validated, and let them go. Look at them with love and let them go, and let it happen and let it occur. It's energy, it needs to get out. Suppressing the emotions, suppressing that side is very much damaging on us energetically, and it's damaging for our divine masculine, it's damaging for the feminine. It's a balance of both. So that explains also why in the outcome we have the Two of Pentacles. This is balance coming in. This is balance of your divine feminine and divine masculine. This is the healing that's taking place right now. That also explains why we had in the mental space, we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the actions you take based upon your thoughts, your ideas, your communication. It is the action side of communication, of words, of the mental space. The Divine Feminine is the nurturing, the creation of those thoughts and ideas. The man is this is the initiation that brings them to life, and we have both out here. So I am going to leave you there with that. It will make sense for all those it is meant to find, and I trust that with everything in me. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like a custom reading, a custom-made meditation, or subliminal, please see the Buy Me a Coffee link down in the box. And thank you to anybody who leaves any sort of gratuity. I do include also comments, likes, and shares as gratuity. Of course, it's an energetic exchange. And the more that I hear from you, the more I pick up on those energies, and the more custom these messages get to be, depending on the audience that they are going out to. I really, really, really appreciate you being here. And I mean that in more ways than one. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time around.